Coming up on MHS1.
Mainstream News celebrates a big anniversary.
We promote campus safety.
A student shares her summer experience.
And Miss Spalding describes her 10 essentials.
And that's all coming up on MHS1.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, McKinney High School.
Good morning, McKinney High School. Today is Thursday, September 1st. I'm Braxton Anders.
And I'm Reagan Short, and you're watching MHS1. Did you know that Mainstream News is celebrating 30 years?
No way.
Jordan Sexton helps us celebrate the legacy of MHS1.
Within McKinney High School's Lion Nation is the accomplished MHS1 broadcasting program, who's celebrating a special anniversary this 2022-2023 school year.
Well, this year is our MHS1's 30th anniversary. We are planning on putting together a fun intro video to tie back all of the past MHS1s from the 30 years, and actually our logo glitches in from all of the logos that you see from the past MHS1s.
Though 30 years is an impressive feat, this celebration comes as a bounce back from some of MHS1's toughest years.
As of the pandemic, we are bigger, we are stronger, we are putting out more stories, we are winning awards, we're getting back into just the track of things. And it's all just coming together to show that we are the same MHS1 from 30 plus years ago.
Well, what exactly was the MHS1 from 30 years ago? We interviewed Ashley Brown, who was a student during the early years of MHS1, to discover the mission that guided the program to this day.
So when I was in MHS1, I believe it was my sophomore year, so 95, 96. It was a way for the students to connect with the other students about things that were going on in the, at the school. You hear the announcements over the intercom, you just hear somebody's voice, right? MHS1 allowed you to kind of put a face with a voice who is telling you what's going on, all the current events that's going on with the school.
And MHS1's impact has extended across the years through the many stories, PSAs, and commercials that have touched the MHS community.
My favorite one is when y'all do the homecoming one, and so-and-so doesn't have a date and they're selling themselves on there. That's pretty funny. I love the MHS wake-up call.
I really like the games when they get a freshman, a sophomore, a junior, and senior, and they compete. They wake them up. They get them up early out of bed, and they make them play these games competing against each other. I always think that's pretty funny.
In 2014, our girls soccer team was involved in a playoff game. And it was a very exciting game, a very emotional game. It went into overtime and then penalty kicks, and we ended up winning the game. MHS1 was there and filming the game, and they really did an excellent job of capturing the emotion and the drama.
MHS1 is one of the pillars that holds the McKinney High School community together as it continues to bring us closer to each other through the stories about our school. Surely these 30 years are only just the beginning of the program's legacy.
I think I'd like to say, if it's news and it's at McKinney High School, it's MHS1.
This has been Jordan Sexton reporting in for MHS1.
Reagan, do you have your ID on you?
Of course, I keep it right in my pocket at all times.
That's great. Making sure you have your ID on you is one step to promoting a safe campus. Jimmy McGowan and Luke Baer demonstrate good campus safety.
It's the start of a new school year, and amongst many other changes here at MHS, rules concerning our ID badges have been updated. First of all, entering the school may seem a little bit different. As you approach the front doors, an AP will ask you if you have your ID. If you do not have your ID or have forgotten your ID, you may get one at the stand by the front door. Along with this, students no longer have to have their ID around their neck. Instead, it's asked that you have your ID in your pocket or somewhere else readily available in case someone asks you for it. This has been Jimmy McGowan and Luke Baer, signing off for MHS1.
Keenan Kiefer is a student at McKinney High School who has auditioned and been granted into the Juilliard Summer Dance Program.
Emma Johansson tells us his story.
At a young age, one of our very own has excelled in the field of dance, especially in the last few years.
Well, I've always wanted to dance. There's videos of me when I'm like a baby and I would roll around on the ground when music came on. I've been dancing for 9 years, which is actually short for a dancer because most people start when they're 3. And I started when I was like 7. Yeah. My favorite accomplishments are being a Young Arts winner, also being a Texas Young Master, which is a huge deal. They also paid for Juilliard, which is my last accomplishment.
After years of hard work, passion, and a video audition, Keenan was chosen to be one of 40 dancers in the world to be a part of an incredible once-in-a-lifetime experience this summer.
My summer was amazing. I got to go to Juilliard, which is in New York, and it's such a big deal. I was with the best dancers across the world, and they are my best friends now. I got to know them super intimately over the month term, and it was so amazing. I love them, and I'm so excited to grow up with them.
With this extraordinary opportunity comes new territory to discover in the field of dance and in the landscape in New York.
I got to just live in Juilliard. I got to explore New York every night, and we'd stay out really late. I got to take classes from the best teachers in the world. It was so amazing and so inspiring. Every single teacher got to know you super well and super personally, and I got to know them really well. My favorite part was Miss Bobby Jean Smith's class. She is a legend, legitimately. She teaches Gaga, which is a codified improvisation technique, and it focuses a lot about your internal self and how your body moves and how you interpret it. She changed my perspective, inspired a lot of how I choreograph, but specifically also, it brought the idea that there's a lot more dialogue and conversation that can happen in dance.
After spending a month with the best of the best, Keenan now sees his passion in a new light and will cherish this experience for the rest of his life.
It seems like students still don't know who our new principal is, and we might have the solution for that.
Emma Holman and ourselves present you with Miss Spalding's Top 10 Essentials.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Spalding and I'm the proud principal of McKinney High School, and here are 10 things I can't live without. My number one item I cannot live without is Coke Zero. It seems silly, but I'm super particular about my drinks, and so I love an ice cold Coke Zero every day. Next up, I have my Bose speaker. I love music, all kinds of music, so if you see me, if you're in my office, this will probably be playing just because I love having it while I'm working. I also love having my AirPods for that reason, but I just love to listen to music, all types. I always have to have my favorite pen with me. I feel like I use my computer and phone so much, but if I'm writing anything, this is the pen I must have. Next up, my own camera. I love photos and capturing all the things that my family is doing. So I have social media, but really what I utilize my Instagram for is capturing my whole kid's life. And so I love this camera because it makes it super simple to upload photos quickly, just so that I can make chapbooks and my kids will look through them. I just love storing memories. So this camera is super important to me. Next up, I have a Baylor Bears keepsake. That was where I got my undergrad degree, and I had really 4 amazing years at Baylor. So we love going to football games, baseball games, we're homecoming, we do all the things that Baylor alumni do, so this is something that I can't live without. I'm a collector of sunglasses. I can't go outside without them, so I have all different pairs of them, but I cannot live without my sunglasses. I love them so much. Coffee, every day I have to have 1 cup of coffee, and my favorite kind, I brought it with me, brown sugar crumble. This is a daily necessity that I cannot live without. The sunscreen I can't live without, this Sunbum, but really it represents so much more to me than just sunscreen. I just love life outside, so I want to be anywhere near the lake, near the ocean, floating the river. I want to be outside and in the water. I love perfume. I cannot live without a good smell. It doesn't have to be this one, it can be any one. This is the one I found in my bag on the way to school, but I have one in my purse, I have several at home. I don't like when things stink, so I cannot live without a good smelling perfume. I love to read, and mostly I love to read books that help me get better, be more efficient, be better in my work, in my home life. So this is one of my favorite books, but I always have a book with me. I just love to read, so I can't live without having something to read at all times. These are the 10 things that help me be my best self.
Now here's Ava Grajeda with our sports.
Hi, my name's Ava Grajeda, and this is your MHS1 sports update. This week, football started their season off with a loss 17-10 to Temple, and will play Bruckner tomorrow night. Volleyball went 4-0 and won their last tournament, getting first place. Tennis won to Little Elm and Plano East, and they also played Boyd on Tuesday, and next Tuesday they will play Denton Braswell.
Probably to take time.
My goals this year is just to lead the team in the right direction, move forward from our 4 and 6 from last year and just play the best we can.
Ever since I see my brother as a captain. He got voted captain 2 years ago. I just knew I wanted to be a captain. I knew that I wanted to be a leader and lead this team. So ever since off season, all through my whole 4 years of high school, I knew what I wanted to be, and I just been working towards it. Yeah, I feel like this team we have right here is the closest we've ever been. I've been on last year's varsity team. We were close, but I don't think we're this close as we are right now.
The Lions go head-to-head against Berkner High School tomorrow, playing home at 7. Go Lions. This has been Fernando Garcia signing off for MHS1.
That's all for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Ava. Well, that's all we have for you today. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Mainstream News and on Instagram at MHS Mainstream. And remember,
if it's news
and it's at McKinney High School, it's MHS1.